So this morning, Tanrakito was at it first thing with doing a bit of control over the yellow jacket infestations that we've got going on down here over on the side of the dining hall and the eaves. All suited up and protective gear on and shop vac to vacuum up the little critters and hopefully find them another place to live far away. Couldn't quite get to the nest, which is where the queen resides, so we'll see how it works. But anyway, always looking for an analogy to practice. Kind of thinking about the yellow jackets, which when things get a little bit warmer in the later part of the summer, they start to get quite active, even more active than they are now, and more aggressive as the colony increases in size and the resources outside diminish in terms of water and food. They get more agitated and also very protective of their environment. And you get too close to it, and one or two or three or how many ever will come and remind you that you're too close with a very painful sting. So anyway, thinking about the yellow jackets as the defilements in our mind buzzing around, unpredictably stinging us and causing us all sorts of suffering, dukkha, over and over again. And the suit that we need to wear for protection, the B suit, our B suit is our precepts. It's our first line of protection above all. We protect the heart, protect the mind from acting on these kinds of impulses that come up through past conditioning. So we don our suit, we have our precepts, and we actually, the difference is that we wear our B suit all the time, not just when the defilements are really acting up. So we got to keep our protective gear on 24/7. And then kind of wanting to cool the mind down a little bit, soften the mind. And so choosing a time of day, like Rakito was in the early morning when it's cool, before the mid-afternoon when they're really active. And we can cool our minds with spaciousness, thoughts of loving kindness, and can also spread those to the yellow jackets. They're just doing what yellow jackets do, but offering a sense of space and not angry repression against our own defilements, our own habits of mind that cause us suffering and that sting us over and over again. But to realize that they're there as a result of past conditioning, and that we're not trying to annihilate them, we're not trying to kill the yellow jackets, we're just trying to collect them together and deal with them in a very skillful way. In the case of the yellow jackets, taking them somewhere else and letting them go, letting them free. And we can think of the defilements of the mind in the same way. We're just gathering them together, we're recognizing them, we're knowing them, and then we're putting them in a container where they can be released. So I guess that's the end of the analogy. I can't think of it anymore. There was something that was brewing in my mind, but I think that's probably about it. So yeah, just gathering all of our forces together, keeping the precepts as our basic level of protection, and cooling the mind, readying the mind, steadying the mind with space and kindness and coolness, and then slowly vacuuming up our defilements through clear seeing, through recognition, wise reflection, not trying to annihilate them, but just trying to gather them up safely in a safe container, and then release, relinquish, let go, and then hopefully not experience the pain and sting of these defiled minds. Okay, leave that for this morning's reflection.